Students of class 9, you are learners. You have to learn everything. After learning, your education will be perfect. Your knowledge will be perfect. I am going to teach you English. English means English language. Today I am going to teach you. And grammar. It is well known fact. Grammar teaches us how to write and speak correctly. This is the main motto of grammar. This is the main function of grammar. Any sentence that is written must be grammatically correct. Any sentence that is spoken that must be grammatically correct. This thing we learn in the grammar. Here I have to teach you sentence. Before teaching you sentence, I do want to tell something. How sentence is written correctly with the combination of some letters, their formation of words. But with the combination of proper adjustment, we get meaningful word. It means it is to be said that the combination of words in a proper way gives us word. As for example, we write GDO. It is also a combination of words, but it does not have meaning at all. It cannot be called word. But whenever we write GOD, it is the proper combination of word, and thereafter we get proper meaning from this word. In this way, it is said that the proper combination of word is the formation of with the proper combination of letters is the formation of word. I have already described. If our combination of letters is perfect, proper, legitimate, thereafter we get word. And words are formed in the form of sentence. Again I am telling you, words are formed in the form of sentence. And when we combine the sentence, combine the words, not sentence but words, in a proper way, that we get proper meaning from the sentence. And thereafter, we write essays, and we can do anything in the field of English language, in the field of English literature and grammar. The thing that I want to tell you, especially in this context, which must be understood, that a combination of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. And when you have words are combined in a proper way, we get proper meaning, and thereafter it is called sentence. And a combination of words that does not make a complete sense is called phrase. This is the fundamental difference between sentence and phrase. Whenever we combine the words, we get proper meaning, we get legitimate meaning, that is called sentence. And when you have the proper meaning is not God, that is not called sentence. So, in a nutshell, the definition of sentence is this: a combination of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. And whenever we form sentence, after it is divided into 5 parts. After forming the sentence, it is divided into 5 parts. Listen to me very properly, because I am teaching you the beginning of the grammar, how to write a sentence. It must be learned by everyone. You are the learners, you are in class 9. It is a necessary task for you to learn how to develop your English. And if you want to develop your English, for this purpose it is necessary for you to know how to write the sentence correctly. And first of all, I have started teaching you sentence, and in this context I told you a combination of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. It has been divided into 5 parts. First is called assertive. What is called assertive? It is the expression of simple action. As for example, Ram goes, Ram is going. Geeta and Sita are singing songs. They are making a noise. These are sentences. And these sentences are called the sentences of assertive sentences, because here we are getting an expression. It has been divided into 2 parts, affirmative and negative. Affirmative is positive. Affirmative is assertive. Both are the same. There is no difference between affirmative and assertive. When we get a negative concept, that is called negative. As for example, Ram goes is an affirmative sentence. Ram does not go, it is a negative sentence. Mohan is doing the work, it is an affirmative sentence. Mohan is not doing the work, it is a negative sentence. They are going to serve the purpose, it is an assertive, it is an affirmative. They are not going to serve the purpose, it is a negative sentence. Clear? Assertive is the expression of simple version. There are 2 parts of assertive, affirmative and negative. Affirmative is positive and negative is just opposite. Affirmative is in form of yes and negative is in form of no. This is the difference between affirmative and negative. Thereafter, I do want to tell that is an interrogative sentence. It means interrogative sentence. Interrogative is the expression of question. It is the definition of interrogative sentence. It expresses questions. As for example, what are you doing? What do you want? Where are you going? When will you start your journey? Does he write a letter? Do they go to school? These are called interrogative sentences. And thereafter, the third is called imperative. Whenever we come to describe imperative sentences, it is the expression of order, request, command, desire, authority. An imperative sentence is the expression of order, request, command, desire, and authority. Command is in the sense fire incessantly. Advice, please pay your attention towards your work. Do your work properly. Request, please give me your pen. Please help the poor. These are the sentences which are called the sentences of imperative. It means imperative is the expression of order, request, command, desire, and authority. Do not make a noise in the class. Here we get the concept of forbid. And this type of sentence is called imperative sentence. Because we get the concept of imperative from these examples that I have spoken, these sentences that I have spoken. And here it's our duty to understand everything very properly. Whenever we have to concept of fundamental of grammar, fundamental of language, thereafter we do not have difficulty. We will not have difficulty to write sentences in a correct way. In this context, I have dealt with assertive, interrogative and imperative, and thereafter that is called optative sentence. Optative means it is the expression of internally there in form of wish and curse, in form of blessing and curse. May he live long. May he go to hell. First sentence refers to benediction, blessing, and second sentence refers to curse. May he live long. It is the sense of blessing. It is the sense of wish that is expressed through this sentence. Next sentence,